Hi, this is Trepacer. Welcome to Trepacer Saturday Reviews. As promised in my vlog that I mentioned, I did go see two movies today. I went to go see The Perfect Guy, and I went to see the Visit. I'm sorry, Perfect Guy I saw in the Amazon, not Amazon, the AMC Prime Theater, but the girl ripped my ticket, and she ripped it. I don't know if you can see that. It says AMC Prime. There it is. She kind of ripped it off The Perfect Guy. I saw it this morning, and which great. I love that AMC Prime theater. I'm going to see Batman vs Superman in that theater because it's it has a chair that you can swivel all the way back and put your feet up, and the sound is incredible in there. But anyway, I saw The Perfect Guy in there this morning, uh, and that was the first movie I saw. And I saw The Visit later. I'm going to talk about The Perfect Guy. And if you've seen the trailer, you pretty much know how it's going to go. And I read something when people were talking about reviews of this movie. Sure, it's predictable, and ever since Fatal Attraction, uh, well, I think Fatal Attraction probably did the best, but about guys, or people going nuts and stalking people. So this movie's in a similar vein. Basically, it stars Samantha Latham as Leah, and then Michael Ealy and Morris Chestnut. Samantha Latham, she plays Leah, and she's been going out with Morris Chestnut's character Dave for a couple of years, I think 2 years in the beginning of the movie, and everything's going great. And she sees how he is with it. They go to a dinner party, and she sees how he is with her friends' kids, and she kind of wants to settle down. She wants to get married and have kids. She figures she's getting, she's in her 30s and she wants to get married. But Morris Chestnut's character Dave, he doesn't really, like you see in the trailer, he doesn't really want to do that. He loves her, but he says, "Listen, I'm not ready for that yet." He says basically about how his parents split up and how his brothers are divorced and all this stuff, and he said he doesn't want to, do the same thing, and basically they break up because she wants more, and he's not ready. So one day she meets Carter actually when she's out waiting on a friend at a bar. Actually, she went to Carter earlier, kind of in the coffee shop thing where he kind of lets her go ahead of line, ahead of him in line, and get the coffee before he does. But she sees him later. She's at a bar waiting for a friend, and her friend kind of cancels on her. And some guy, you can see in the trailer, some guy, obnoxious guy, comes up to her and tries to proposition her. And Carter steps up, Michael Ealy's character, and kind of makes the guy go away. And they start to get to know each other. And of course, and like I say in the trailer, he seems to be the perfect guy. They go out, they meet. She, invites him home to meet her parents, and he bonds with the father, and it seems to be perfect. And like you see, like you see in the trailer again, this is one of those movies where they practically give away the movie in the trailer. Okay, but he flips out a guy who wants to just take a picture of his Dodge, his Charger, his car, and he flips out and just basically almost beats the guy's death. And of course, she freaks out and says she don't want nothing to do with him after that. She thinks that he's psycho because he just flipped for no reason and just went from like 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. And so she just wants nothing to do with him. But he, of course, tries to persist and persist and invade it, and to the point where she has to even goes to to the police to try to get a restraining order against him because he's stalking at her job. He's interfering in her life and driving, and he's relentless, and she's trying to get him, to leave her alone. And she, goes to the police and she meets this detective Hanson, and who kind of tries to give her advice and tells her, "Listen, unless she does something physically harmful, my hands are kind of tied." And this, like I said, this movie's totally predictable. You can pretty much predict what's going to happen in this, but I still found it entertaining. And Michael Ealy, who normally plays good guys in most of his roles, I mean, he's played bad guys a couple of times, but in this one, you can see him when he slowly, you can see him slowly going crazier and crazier, when she doesn't, respond to him, and he's, you can see him slowly, he's just, he has this scary coolness about him that's just, it's probably even more scarier. Okay, and I like Samantha Latham. I thought she was really good as Leah, this woman who's, who wants more, and then she meets this guy who's supremely supposed to be perfect, but then he turns out to be a living nightmare, and she's trying to cope with that, and and she's emotional, and I thought she did a great job as Leia. And I also thought the guy who played Detective Hanson, Holt McLaney, that's his name, the actor. I thought he was really good as, you know, trying to advise Leia what to do and how to protect herself against this guy and trying to help her. I thought he was really good as well. And like I said, Morris Chestnut, you know, his usual decent self in the movie is the boyfriend who doesn't want to get married, and then later he comes back into the story. But I thought this was a decent movie. Like I said, it's nothing you haven't seen before, and it's totally predictable. But I found it entertaining just the same. And like I said, Michael Ealy as this nut, I thought was really good as the nut that was slowly like invading this woman's life and wouldn't leave her alone. And I thought he was really good in this movie as well. And I like this movie. And I know, like I said, it's totally predictable, but I found it entertaining nonetheless. So I'm gonna give The Perfect Guy, not The Perfect Score. I'm gonna give it a 7. Because I thought, you know, even though it's totally predictable and you know what's going to happen pretty much, you can pretty much guess, yeah, what's going to happen and how it's going to end. I'm going to give it a 7 because I found it entertaining, and the actors, I thought, did a good job with the material, and especially, like I said, I like the actor who played Detective Hanson. I thought he was really good as his character. He played the cop role really well, excuse me, and definitely Michael Ealy was good as the bad guy. I thought he was really good. You can see his slowly descent into nuttiness. Okay, so a 7 out of 10 for me. Okay, anyway, the next movie that I saw was The Visit. Now this movie is The Visit. Now you can see that. Sorry for the glare, but The Visit. This is of course M. Night Shyamalan's movie, and if you've seen the trailer, this is one of these sort of found footage, not found footage, but you know, kind of found footage in a way. But it's about a single mother. What's her name? Let's see, actually, oh yeah, Catherine Hahn, who plays character. You know, she's a mother, and she has her character. When she was 19, she met an older guy, I think an older teacher, and she ran away with him. And her parents, of course, didn't want her to do that. And of course, she just, she ran away, and she hasn't really spoken to her family, her parents, I think in, like they say, over 10 years or 10 or 15 years. She hasn't talked to her parents for that long. And her kids, her husband that she ran away with, he basically left her for somebody else and moved to California. And she has 2 kids, a 15-year-old named Becca, and I think a 13-year-old named Tyler. Okay, and they want to visit. Becca is filming like this documentary, because he wants to be a filmmaker, and she wants to visit Nana, Grandma, and Pop. Okay, and because she hasn't, her mother hasn't been back in that long, but they want to, they reconnected now, and they want to go visit their, their grandparents, and and see, and of course at the same time they want their mother, who's dating a guy, they want her to go off on a cruise and enjoy herself, because they want her to enjoy it, and they want to get to know their family, and they basically their goal is to try to, particularly the older daughter, she wants her mother to be happy, okay, and she figures if her mother goes off and does the cruise thing, and they get to know their grandparents, and there can be a reunion, because like I said, they haven't talked to their in like 15 years since she ran away with her husband, with her ex-husband now, and they want to kind of reunite. So basically, what Becca's going to do is she's going to film everything and kind of make a documentary, and her goal is to help her mother, to heal that rift between the parents and the mother. Okay, and so of course they're filming everything. So that's where the kind of the found footage type deal, because you see them filming it, you see them filming everything, and Becca drags Tyler into filming it, and Tyler's like a rapper on the side too as well, and his raps are funny in the movie as well. But anyway, like you see in the trailer, they go visit Pop and Nana, and soon after they get there, strange things start to happen. They basically are told, like you see in the trailer, to not to, bedtime is around 9:30, and not to come out of the house, and not to come out of their rooms after 9:30. And of course they do, and they see these weird things happening between their Nana and Pop, these weird things, and there's always an excuse for why it's happening, and slowly but surely things keep getting weirder and weirder and weirder, and they're constantly Skyping with their mother, trying to explain to her, listen, something's wrong with Nana and Pop-Pop. They're not acting, normal, okay? And of course, everybody tries to dismiss it as them just being old, but it's weird. And specifically, the younger child, Tyler, is really wanting to film this and see how weird they're gonna get. And this movie was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. M. Night Shyamalan, I know he's had a lot of horrible movies, and I know that last movie he did with Will Smith, oh, that movie's horrible, absolutely horrible. But I think that was because Jade Smith and the terrible script more than the director thing. But anyway, with this movie, I really, really liked. Like I said, the actors that played Nana and Pop Pop, Deanna Dunnigan, who plays Nana, and Peter McRobbie plays Pop Pop. I thought they were really good in their parts as these older, older grandparents that are, happy to see their grandkids, of course, and then they start acting very weird and very just disturbing on every level when you're watching this. You're just going, certain moments in this movie had me just going, oh my God, and just. I thought they were great, and I thought the kids, even though some of that Tyler's rapping was annoying, not annoying to the point where I couldn't stand it, but just sometimes it was annoying to me. But I thought the actress that played Becca, so I thought she was really good as well. And this movie, like I said, it's slowly gets weirder and weirder and weirder. Excuse me, weirder and weirder and weirder. Okay, but I thought it was very well done. And it wasn't too much shaky cam, because like I said, when I see these found footage movies, and especially if it's too much shaky cam, it'll make me nauseous. I had to be perfectly honest with that, but this movie didn't do that to me. It's just really very well done, and a good thriller, good horror thriller. I thought it was really good. And like I said, M. Night Shyamalan, usually in his movies, he has some sort of no, well, actually, I won't say that, but. See the movie. Okay, I definitely think this is one of his good movies, and definitely worth watching. It really surprised how good it was. It was just really, really good. Even though I have to say, there were 2 moments in this movie where people did stuff that people wouldn't do in real life. Okay, especially in a horror movie. But because it's a horror movie, so they have to act stupid. Okay, and there's 2 moments in this movie that happened, which I don't want to spoil. But anyway, I really enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend this movie. I think it's one of his best movies he's done. I think excellent direction in this movie, and good acting by the characters and stuff all the way through. And I'm going to give this movie The Visit, and it's only about 90 minutes, so it moves. It's not dragged out. So I'm going to give it a 7.8. Yeah, a 7.8. I really liked it, and I thought, with the shaky cam and all that stuff, and with the filming and all that stuff, it would bother me, but no, it kept me entertained, and a lot of creepy stuff. And I thought the older actors did a great job as the grandparents. I thought they did a fantastic job, and this movie does have an emotional core to it as well as being horror and the thriller, and it does have an emotional part too, especially towards the end. There's a scene between the mother and the the youngest daughter, and the daughter, excuse me, and her mother, Catherine Hahn. I thought it was really, really well done. Kind of got me all emotional, and just really very well done. Okay, anyway, so a 7.8 for The Visit. I thought it was one of the best horror movies I've seen this year. I definitely have to say that. So 7.8 for me. I was gonna give it a 7, but I really enjoyed it. Okay, again, it was very well done, I thought. And okay, The Perfect Guy, totally predictable, but I liked the actors in it, and I thought Michael Ealy did a great job as a nut that was slowly getting more outrageous. I thought the actor who played the detective in that movie, I thought he was really good as well. And sure, the movie's totally predictable, and you know what's going to happen, but it's good to see a movie with good actors, even though it's predictable. But it kept me interested and invested in it, and to see how it would end. Okay, like I said, it's totally predictable, but I found it entertaining, so a 7 out of 10 for me. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen these 2 movies, what do you think of them? Feel free to leave comments down below. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.